Okay, so good morning everyone. Now, in the previous class, we have the function unit of the basic computer and how the instruction register will be related is connected to the combination of the circuit. Then some theory going with this both of the input was related and output will be limited and this output goes to the combinational control loop. There is the 15th bit. This 15th bit will either be 0 or 1. That means 1 means it will be indirect addressing mode. 0 means it will be the direct addressing mode. So it is, and this 1 or 0 will go to the combinational control logic again. And there is the 4-bit sequence counter. This 4-bit sequence counter, 4 input, this is as a 4 input, it is going to the decoder and the 16th output is generated. This 16 output is the timing signal. This 16th output generated as the timing signal from T0 to 215, T0 to T15, and it goes to the combinational control logic again. And our control signals is produced. Now, this 4-bit sequence counter is what? This 4-bit sequence counter has 3 operations. This 4-bit sequence counter has the 3 operations. What are the 3 operations? One is INR, that is increment. One is CLR, that is clear, and another operation that is the clock pulse. So these 3 operations are present in the sequence counter: increment, clear, and clock pulse. Now, for every operation, this 4-bit sequence counter will be incremented to 1. That means what? We have seen that from T0 to T15, total 16 signals are present. So 1-bit sequence counter will increment. In this 4-bit sequence counter will increment to 1 in each and every time. So that means from T0 to T1, from T1 to T2, from T2 to T3, from T3 to T4, etc. Like that, it will increment. This 4-bit sequence counter will increment to 1. And when it will increment, in that time, we have total 16 timing signal present. So that means from T0 to T1, one sequence counter incremented first time. Let's say sequence counter is incremented first time. So the output is T0 now. Then again it incremented. In that time, the output goes from T0 to T1. Then next time it is incremented to 1. Then it goes from T1 to T2. Like this, it will be incremented. Now, so at any time, sequence counter will be incremented or cleared synchronously. That means sequence counter will increment because it is the operations of the sequence counter. We have seen that increment is the operation of the sequence counter. So that means increment operations will perform and it will be also cleared synchronously. That means increment and clear, this will go synchronously once in a while. And once in a while, the counter is cleared to causing the next timing signals to be zero. That means when CLR operations will perform, in that time, it will be zero. It will goes to the counter is cleared and causing the next timing signal as the zero. So we will see the timing signals. Let's say this is the control timing signals. This is the control timing signals. You see all the, here it is mentioned, all the timing signals from T0 it is mentioned. Now in this diagram we are taking, let's say, total 4 timing signals are present from T0, T1, T2, T3, then T4, then T4, then again it is repeating. We said that when it will repeat like this, so T0, then T1, then T2, then T3, and after again it is T0, T1, T2, T3. Because here we are taking 4 timing signals. We are taking the 4 timing signals. That's why it's from T0 to T3. But mainly what is the case that for 4-bit sequence counter, 16 timing signals will be generated. But here, as an example, we are taking that from T0 to T3, total 4 timing signals is present. And for this 4 timing signal, when this timing signals will complete again from T0, T1, T3, after completing, again it will start from T0, T1, T2, T3, like this, it will continue. So let's say first timing signals, it came T0 time. So in T0 clock, this is the timing signal. Sorry, this is the timing signal, and this is the clock pulse. This is the clock pulse. That means T0 time, T1 time, T2 time, T3 time, T4 time. Then again T0 time, T1 time, T2 time, T3 time. And these are what? These are the timing signals T0, T1, T2, T3. Now T0 time, let's say in T0 time, there is a T0 time. In T0 time, the T0 timing signals is up. So that's why it is mentioned like this, that at T0 time clock pulse, T0 time clock pulse, T0 timing signal is active. That's why it is mentioned like that. And in each and every other case, it is down. In each and every other case, it is down. Again, here it is up. Then T1 signal, then we have T1 timing signal. Now T1 timing signal came at T1 clock pulse, it is high. So that's why it is mentioned like that. At same way here also, because again, same clock pulse here we are repeating. So that's why in this T1 clock pulse, it is again up. Then for T2 signal also, this T2 signal is what? This T2 signals in T2 time clock pulse. In T2 time clock pulse, it is up. And in each and other cases, it is down. Same as that for T3 timing signal. This T3 timing signal you see in the T3, in the T3 clock pulse, it is up. In the T3 clock pulse, it is up. And other time, it is down. Only in the T3 clock pulse, this T3 timing signal is up. And T4 also same as that. The T4 is up in the T4 time clock pulse, and in other cases it is down. In other cases it is down, but only in the T4 clock pulse. This T4 timing signal is active. In other cases it is down. So that's why down means 0 and up means 1. You see, up means 1. Now let's say after T4 we see that once in a while the sequence counter synchronously clear operations perform, that it perform the clear operation. So let's say after T4 timing signal, it is does what? The clear operations. It performs the clear operation. And that time the output is what? The instructions register 12, 13 and 14 bit, it goes to the 3 into 8 decoder, and the 8 output it is generated and it goes to the control logic gate or the control logic circuit. So let's say after T4 timing signal, after T4 timing signal, it does what? The 4-bit sequence counter synchronously clear to 0. So that means synchronously clear to 0. That means it will start from again from the first. It will start. So at T4 timing signal, what it does after T4 timing signals, it set the in the sequence counter. It is set to 0. In that means what? From next again from the start, it will be started from the from again T0 T1 because it is generated the clear operation. The sequence counter generated the clear operation. So after T4 timing signal, and in that time the D3 output signal, the D3 output signals is generated. Now what is this D3? If you remember the diagram, if you remember this the diagram, D3 is what? D3 is the output. D3 is what? D3 is the output. Some from 12, 13, 14, it goes to the 3 into 8 decoder, and the 7 output is generated from D0 to D7. In here, the D3 output signal will that goes to the combinational control logic. That D3 signal, let's say in that time, that D3 signal is active. Now, after that, you see the clear and the sequence counter is reset. So we can say like this. Now AC tends to 0. Meaning is what? That the sequence counter is reset. That means it is reset or the set to 0. At in which timing signal? The timing signal after which timing signal? T4 timing signal. So that's why after T4 timing signal it is reset to 0. So that's why it is written T4. And in that time, what is the output? In that time, the output signal is D3. So D3 T4 is to SC tends to 0. So that means what? That means it is sequence counter is reset to 0 at T4 after T4 timing signal when the output signal is D3. So like this, the control timing signal is generated. Okay, clear? समझ में आया सबको?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is the timing and control logic. Now we will, after all of this things we have seen, now we will see that for design, because we have already seen about how a control unit of a computer, for designing it, number of decoders should be present, and what is the sequence counter. There is one sequence counter present, and the instructions register is necessary for doing this. So already we have seen this. Now we will see for designing the basic computer. For designing a basic computer, what it is necessary for designing the basic computer. Now for designing the basic computer, the hardware components, some hardware components is required. So what are the hardware components that is required? The first thing is the memory unit with 4096 words. The memory unit with 4096 word, and each word is the 16 bits. Each word is the 16 bits. This is necessary component. Then 9 registers. We have already seen that number of registers, special type of register and general purpose register. But for designing a basic computer, only 9 register is required. Only the 9 registers are required. What are those? Address register, program counter, data register, accumulator, instructions register, temporary register, output register, input register, and a sequence counter. The sequence counter which we see, this sequence counter, which is a counter register. So this total 9 registers are necessary. This total 9 registers are necessary for designing a basic computer, and a memory unit with 4096 words, and each word is the 16 bits. This is also necessary. And 7 flip-flops. This 7 flip-flops is necessary. The 7 flip-flops are necessary. And what are those? One flip-flop is the addressing mode, that is we have seen in the instructions register. The 15th bit, the instructions register 15th bit, or we can call it as the I bit. And this I bit has the value of 0 and 1. This I bit has the value 0 and 1. If 1, that means indirect addressing mode, and if 0, then it is direct addressing mode. So that I bit, it is of 1 bit, so it is a flip-flop. It is a type of a flip-flop, and it is necessary. So addressing mode for this, it is necessary. This flip-flop is necessary. Then second flip-flop is what? Start stop flip-flop, and a carry generate, and a interrupt, and IEN, interrupt enable. All of these are flip-flops. Total 7 flip-flops are necessary. So first flip-flop is for the addressing mode flip-flop, which will be the how 0 or 1, based upon that it is direct addressing or indirect addressing, it will say. Then start stop flip-flop, then carry generate flip-flop. Carry generate flip-flop is necessary. Then interrupt, interrupt flip-flop. Interrupt, for interrupt, it will be used. Then IEN, IEN interrupt enable. This interrupt enable flip-flop. And FGI, flag input, and FGO, flag output. So this total 7 flip-flops is necessary in for designing the hardware components of a basic computer. And 2 decoders. Now, where these 2 decoders are used, we have already seen these 2 decoders. That one is 3 into 8 decoder, and another one is the 4 into 16 decoder. This 2 decoder, and this 3 into 8 decoder does what? The output signal is generated, the output signal, and goes to the combinational control logic. So for generating the output signal, from instructions register 12 to 14 bits into decoder, and the output signal generated. So 3 into 8 decoder is necessary, and another is the 4 into 16 sequence counter, 4 into 16 decoder. We can say it as a timing decoder also, because from the input is the input from here we are getting that from 4-bit sequence counter, the input is going there from 4 into 16 decoder, and total 16 timing signals are generated, and there goes to the control timing logic, or we can say control logic gate, that is combinational control logic, it is going. So that 2 decoder is necessary for generating, one for output generation, one for output signal, and another for the timing signal. For this 2 decoders is necessary. And the main thing, another thing is the 16-bit common bus. The common bus is also necessary, because all the data, this 16-bit common bus, all that data travel, like we have to transfer from one register to another, or from one register to memory. Then this 16-bit common bus should be used. So this is also necessary for designing. This is also necessary for designing, because if there is no common bus, then data transfer cannot be done. So 16-bit common bus is also necessary for designing the basic computer, because if this 16-bit common bus is not present in that means that data transfer cannot be done from memory to memory, or from memory to register. And control logic gates, is also necessary, and adder and logic circuits connected to the input of the accumulator is also necessary here. Now, input to this circuit, we have already seen that the input to the circuit is what? From 0 to 11 bits. From 0 to 11 bits, the instructions register output comes, and from instruction register 0 to 11 bit, and from 12 to 14 bit. What are that 12 to 14 bits? From this 12 to 14 bits, our opcode, the operation code goes to as in the 3 into 8 decoder, and 8 uh, output is generated. 8 output is generated, which this 8 output signal goes to the combinational control logic. That's for 12 to 14 bits. And the 15 bit is what? The 15 bit is generated for the ith logic. I is what? I is the I bit. So accumulator 0 to 15 to check if the accumulator is 0, to detect the sign bit in accumulator, which is 0 or 1. And data register bit from 0 to 15 to check in the data register is equal to 0 and the value of the 7 flip-flop. So this total, our total, we have seen 7 components. These 7 components are necessary for designing a basic computer. What are those? One, memory words. We have seen 4096 memory words. Then 9 registers. This total 9 registers. Then 7 flip-flops and 2 decoder and 16-bit common bus, control logic gate, and adder and logic circuit connected to the input of the accumulator. These are total 7 components. These 7 things is necessary for designing a basic computer. Now, outputs of the control logic circuit are, so this control logic circuit we have till now we have seen that all of these are going to the combinational control logic. Now it will do what? It will generate a control signal. Now output of this control signal, what are these? Total 5 signals. 5 signals can be generated. What are these? Signals to control the input of 9 register. That means for the 9 register to control the input of the 9 register, signals can be generated. For controlling the read-write input of the memory, signals can be generated. For set, clear, or complement the flip-flop, that are the operation set, clear, or complement. For the flip-flops, signals can be generated. That are the output signals. And these output signals can be of 5 types. These are the 5 types. What are those? Output signals generated to control the input of 9 register. Output signals to control the read-write input of the memory. Output signals to set or clear or complement these 3 operations in the flip-flops. Signals can be generated. Signals can be generated for our selection. S2, S1, and S0 is what? Selections line. So for this selections line, to select which register output for the bus, we have to choose. That means which register we will choose, which register output we will choose from the bus. For that time, it can be used, and the signals to control the accumulator address and logic circuit. For that time also, these signals to generate to control accumulators, adders, and logic circuit. So these 5 types of signals can be generated, and for this the output of the control logic circuit are like that. Now we will see the brief description of how to control the signals that generated to control the input of 9 register. So first we will briefly see that for this first case, that is the signals to control the input of the 9 registers. We will see that first. Now, what are those? We have already seen. For the control inputs of the registers are what? There are the three control inputs we have. Total 3 control inputs. That is increment, clear, and load. These are the three inputs of the register, that is LD for load, LD for load, INR for increment, and CLR for clear. This 4-bit sequence counter operations. The sequence counter is what? It is a register. So control input of the register, each and every register. To control the input of the register, these three operations should be present: load, increment, and clear. Now let's say as an example, if we want to derive the gate structure associate with the control inputs of AR. Now AR is what? Address register. In any register case we can take, but here as an example we are taking the gate structure associated with the control inputs of the address register to controlling the input of the address register, because address register is also a register and we are controlling an address register is present among these 9 registers, which is necessary for designing the basic computer. So here we as an example taking to controlling the inputs, the signals to control the input of the address register. We are taking here as an example, but it can also be, because we have 9 registers, we can also say that control input of the program counter, because this program counter is also among the 9 registers which is necessary for designing the basic computer. But here as an example, we are taking the address register, controlling the input of the address register. Now, we have to find all the statements. We have to find all the statements that change the content of the address register. That means the address register content, which code or which is changing the content, that means address register, whichever thing is code that is changing, for changing that the code is used or the statements are used or the instructions is used or you can say the micro operations that is used to change the content of the address register, that we will see. Now let's say R dash T0. This is what? This is the control signal. T0 timing signal, we have seen T0 timing signal. So R dash T0. Let's say R dash T0 in this colon address register tends to program counter. That means what? The data that is stored in the register, the data that is, or the transfer of information that is from a register program counter to the address register. It is transferring from program counter to address register, and in that time the control signal is R dash T0. That time the control signal is R dash T0. That means transferring from a register or memory to the transfer information from program counter to the address register, and it is at the control signal R dash T0. That means T signal is R dash, and colon is used. Now, if you remember in RTL register transfer language, I have one time I have said that colon, this should be used for conditional operation. That means when we have seen that for it will be came to your mind. Now, colon is what? If you remember, colon does what? Denotes termination of the control function. That's how we can written like that. This is what here we have done, that in RTL, this RTL language we have used here, and in this RTL we have done that. So this is what R dash T0, R dash T0, AR means the information is transferred from program counter to the address register. Then R dash T2, that means in the T2 timing signal. In T2 timing signal, what are this? From instructions register 0 to 11 bit, whatever that is present in the 0 to 11 bit, that information is transferred into the address register at T0 timing signal. Then content of the source register or the memory on the bus and the content of the bus is transferred into the AR. That means in this memory word, in this address register and going to the memory, and in this memory location, whatever the value is stored, that is transferred into the address register at T3 timing signal. So D7-IP3. Now, if you see, all of these are related to transferring. All of this operation are related to transfer from program counter to address register. The information we have transferred from instructions register 0 to 11 bit. What are the things stored are transferred into the address register, and in particular memory location the value is stored. We are transferring into the address register. So all of register, loading the information into the register. So these three operations are of LD. LD means what? We have seen it is a load operation. In the load operations in a register, we use the LD command. So all of these operations are related to loading into the register. Now, this is what AR tends to 0. That means we are set it. So we are setting, or we reset the address register as 0 in RT0 timing signal. Means RT0 timing signal, we are set, we reset the address register as 0. So that means what? It is associated with the clear operation, because previously we have seen that whenever we are, the sequence counter will generate CLR. That means what? That means it is reset to 0. So at T0 timing signal, the address register is doing what? Our address register is reset. The address register is reset at T0 timing signal. So that means this operations is associated with CLR. That means clear the register. So this is associated with clear the register. And AR and at with control signal D5 T4, that means T4 timing signal. And D5 is what? D5, that means D5 is the output signal. This is the output signal, and this is the timing signal. Because we have seen that like this, we have to think that if you remember the diagram, in that time I have used D3 T4, D3 T4, and in that sequence counter is reset to 0. Like that we have to write, here also. That means in D5 output signal, at that time it is D5 output signal, and T4 timing signal. Address register is incremented to 1. Address register is incremented to 1. Okay. So like this. And this is what? This is the operation associated with INR. Because increment is done here. So that means INR. INR is for increment. So we have seen how in a register, because this three types is necessary in a register: for loading the register, for incrementing the register, and the operation used for the clear to register. These are the operations. Okay, clear? समझ में आया सबको?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now we have already seen that as an example, what are these signals and what timing signals, what output we will perform like this function. Because load operation, clear operation, and increment operation, these three operations must be present. Now, this from program counter, we are transferring the from instruction in the address register. That it is not same in all of the cases, because from other register we can transfer, that may occur. But these three operations should be present: load, clear, and INR. Okay. Now, these are the signals. These are the signals or the operation, micro operation, we can say. These are the signals or micro operation which change the data input, of the address register, or we can say the content of the address register. Now, we have already seen this